What is going on, fam? My name is Mike Reilley from Reilley's Tasting Room, and today we have a Colossal IPA. We have Lagunitas Maximus Colossal IPA. Okay, fam, so today we have the Colossal IPA, the Maximus Colossal to be exact, by Lagunitas Brewing Company out of California. And something that I really liked about this one, just right off the bat, hopefully it is a Colossal IPA like it mentioned, but hopefully this 9% beer, yeah, that's right, 9% is extremely smooth. Cheers. So initially, right from this pour, which is actually a little bit different, you are getting that normal looking IPA flavor profile to it, but is extremely smooth, or clear. Hopefully it's smooth too. Pretty clear all around. And also, it is giving that normal like orangey yellow vibe, but I am kind of getting a slight like amberish tint as well. So, you know, it just looks slightly different. Decent amount of head on there, and I'm gonna get to the glass in a second. If you're noticing, it's a little different this time. Okay, it's very light smelling, not too overly hoppy, just right from the initial smell. I have to get right into this one. So a 9% Colossal IPA. Cheers. Wow, that is extremely, extremely great for a 9% beer. It's extremely smooth, and you are getting a bunch of different flavors right from the front. You do taste those hops, and on the back end of that, you are getting slight floral and almost like fruitish notes to it as well, which could also be coming from why that it's a little off colored than normal. Could have a little bit of like fruited and florally notes as well, which is extremely good. So coming in at 9% alcohol, this one is actually very smooth. You are getting a little bit of a malty German styled hopped right from like that first sip, and then like I mentioned, you are getting that smooth florally and fruity taste in the background, but it's like not overbearing where it's too fruity or it's too hoppy at the same time. This one is extremely good tasting for a 9% beer too. Yeah, you know what? This beer is actually very surprising to me right now because you are getting a slightly dry hopped taste to it in like that kind of back end. Is a little hop forward, like I mentioned, those German-ish styled hops from what it tastes like. Then on like the back end, you do taste almost like that like dry hopped hops as well, and then you get that fruitiness, almost like a berry taste, and that kind of makes sense on the coloring and just kind of everything. German hops tend to be a little bit darker, and with those fruits in there, that would pretty much make this color right on par for that. And the taste, phenomenal. Yeah, you know, for such a, I don't want to say 9% is a high percentage beer. So I will say a high percentage beer, it is extremely smooth and extremely light tasting as well, which is kind of a surprise for the flavor profile that you're getting within this. For a Colossal IPA, this is almost like an everyday sipper, and I'm not mad about that one bit. So something that I thought was really cool about this, which brought me to it, is the can and the box itself. It is the Lagunitas Maximus Colossal IPA. It has this cool dog on there with the like Roman or Greek styled headdress, the hops on the pillars, Maximus, that's a dog obviously, and around the can it says, "Who dares challenge the mighty Maximus? First of his name, King of the Hops, remains triumphant," which extremely cool. You know what? Cool can, great flavor. And you know what? You can't beat that. So Lagunitas is doing something really colossal with this. See what I did there? So something else that was really cool about them, besides just this can and the style and everything, is on the box for the beer, it did say that to get the best experience, enjoy in a mason jar, which is why I'm drinking it out of a mason jar. And you know what? I don't know if it helps, but it definitely doesn't hurt because this is extremely, extremely good. Yeah, so Lagunitas being in California, I was kind of expecting a very, very light, like beachy, all day outdoor vibe type of beer. And this is extremely, extremely straightforward for exactly that. And it's coming at 9% alcohol. So like you're kind of getting the best of both worlds where you're getting a light tasting beer, but you still get to enjoy the colossal hops and something that is 9%. That's an easy sipper that you can kind of sit on and be outside and not do anything where you're feeling extremely bloated or anything like that after, which is something that I love in a beer as well. So one more sip and I'm going to give you a Reilley's tasting room review on this one. You know, there's really nothing bad that I can say about this. You are getting those German-styled hops. You are getting a dry hop taste as well as adding those floral notes that add that good little texture and flavor in there. With the berry mix in there, you just can't go wrong with a beer like this. And for that being said, a Reilley's tasting room review. This one, the Maximus Colossal IPA, is getting a colossal score at 4.25 out of 5. Cheers. If you guys like this review and you want to see more, don't be a stranger. Join the Reilley's Tasting Room family. Go down, hit that subscribe button, share with your friends, share with your family, and I'm going to see you guys at the next one. Cheers.